Like, some of these people, you're literally a TV show. You're entertainment. Oh, this is happening to her. I wonder what's next. Oh, I wonder if it got worse. Oh. And to be able to keep an update on your show, they have to keep calling you. They have to keep texting you. They want to hear every single detail. They want to bring up the situation every time that they call. They want to bring up the situation even whenever you're getting better. Like, I'm gonna be straight up with you, girl. They don't care about you. Like, if you have to even research this video to figure out if a friend is real or not, that is your intuition telling you that something is not right. Constantly, they don't support you, but in private, they're like, yeah, good job, sis, good job. But in public, it's like crickets. That's not your friend. Okay, they have to. I know you're like, it's probably hard to make friends out here. There's a whole bunch of fake people. That is true. But just like how, like, would you let any man take you on a date? So yeah, not everybody deserves to be a friend either. God, please align me with people who are great, people who can pour into me just as much as I pour into them. Ask for your tribe and ask for your people, okay? Hey, twin! Okay, y'all, how to spot a fake friend, cutting people off, all of the above, dealing with a friendship breakup, X, Y, and Z. This is all that you need. Okay, friendship breakups are really not talked about that much, and they hurt more than breaking up with a man. They hurt more than breaking up with a man. Like, a man is like, oh, if he cheat, he need to get out. You feel me? But it's like a friend hurts more, because I feel like friendships, we have trust in them that they can't like do us wrong, especially if you've known somebody for a very long time, or especially if you gave trust in somebody that, you know, you're weary at first to even do that because you have trust issues, and you do it anyways and they end up biting you in your ass. But let's talk about this year, getting more spiritual, getting more aligned, loving myself more. I started to become unaligned with certain people and started sensing patterns of people who weren't for me, and I'm just gonna pass it on. So first of all, one thing that I seen that was common in the people that I had to like kind of walk away from is they were excited about your downfalls. They are always there when things are going wrong, but they're nowhere to be found when things are going right. Here's what I mean by that. So this is really tough to spot, because you might say, like, if you're going through a really bad time or really, you know, weird era in your life, these people tend to call all the time, text all the time, really want to stay on top of what's going on and have every single update. They do say give advice, like, that might be good, like, oh girl, you should do this or that and X, Y, and Z. But as soon as things start going good, that energy is not maintained. And I know you're probably like, but I was going through something, so of course they would need to put more energy during that time. No, if you really think about it, you are a TV show to them. Like, some of these people, you're literally a TV show. You're entertainment. Oh, this is happening to her. I wonder what's next. Oh, I wonder if it got worse. Oh. And to be able to keep an update on your show, they have to keep calling you. They have to keep texting you. They want to hear every single detail. They want to bring up the situation every time that they call. They want to bring up the situation even whenever you're getting better. And what's crazy is the drawback once you're better, like I said. So every friendship is different. You know, there's the friends that you talk to every day. There's the friends that you talk to every once in a while, and it feels like no time was lost. But these people have very flaky patterns. Like I said, very present when stuff is wrong, but very flaky when stuff is right. And this goes with the conclusion that I've came to, that you see who your real friends are when things are good, when things are right. You can't, like, it's hard to determine if someone's real in your bad times. Like I said, there's a lot of people who like drama, like all of that. Another telltale sign that somebody might be fake If they constantly talk bad about other people that they're close to and try to make you feel as if, oh, I only do this with you, that's not true. You know, if all we could do whenever we're hanging out with each other is talk about Sally, then I know that when you're hanging out with Sally, you're talking about Brittany, right? So it's kind of like, see the broader picture. Hear in between the lines of what people are saying. If they're telling you deep, dark, personal information about their close friend that trusted them with that, and try to make it seem like, but you're different. You're not different. They just like drama in other people's lives. It's their version of entertainment. A lot of people do this to distract from their own life, because whenever we chill, you can't talk about yourself because you don't feel comfortable of where you're at, or you feel insecure about your own life. So you need to project on others to make yourself feel better. You could also feel like a friendship is fake if it feels very one-sided. What I mean by this is, if you're the one constantly making the effort to hang out, if you're the one constantly making the effort to call, if you're the one that's checking up on this friend and they don't really check up on you, like I said, you see how people are when things are good. They're very, very on top of you when things are bad. But do they check on you when things are good? Ever? And like I said, every friendship is different. So how do you determine from a person who calls you every once in a while if they're fake or not? Okay, are you the only one making the effort to make sure the friendship keeps going? That's a telltale sign. Slick comments. Slick comments is another telltale sign of a fake friend. Don't get me wrong. You know, my real friends, my real homegirls, I want them to get on my ass if, like, I'm doing something wrong, get on me if I'm falling off of, like, being consistent with my work or, like, doing stuff like that. But if somebody's constantly trying to, like, humble you, that's not your friend. And what I mean by humble you is they say slick comments to you that kind of like feel like an insult, but you're like, that's how they are. No, they constantly do that. They constantly try to push you down in front of other people. Say they're really cool with you in private, but in other people, they're trying to like bring you down or like say some rude shit to make you look crazy in front of other people. That is not your friend. Backhanded compliments. Backhanded compliments is another thing, because why does it irk you so much that you want to compliment me, but at the same time, your dislike for me makes you still want to humble me at the same time, where you say something nice, but this, or but you could have done this better, or your hair is cute, but I would never wear wigs, or like just petty shit, like just unnecessary shit, and they just constantly do it. That's not your friend. Support. People who support you in private but do not support you in public, that's not your friend. And I know a lot of people are probably like, oh, you know, my friend can't keep up with everything that I'm doing. I'm not saying like somebody's supposed to keep up with everything that you're doing. Everyone has their own lives. But if it's specifically obvious that they never show up to milestones in your life, like I said, stuff happens where people might miss stuff or whatever, but if they don't support you, but in private they're like, yeah, good job sis, good job, but in public it's like crickets, that's not your friend. Okay, they have to say certain things. They have to make it seem like they're supportive in private to maintain the friendship, because they're keeping you around for some reason. But if they're not proud and loud about you, just like a man would be proud and loud about you, that is not your friend. Bringing up who you used to be. This kind of falls into the first point of them bringing up traumatic stuff. If somebody's constantly bringing up things that trigger you, like they're constantly trying to bring up your ex and be like, well, what happened to him? Or they're constantly trying to like bring up, say, your mom, or just anybody who triggers you, anybody that you went through some crazy thing with, and they're just trying to bring it up and be like, give me an update on that. Like it's months later and they're like, oh, give me an update on that. You are a celebrity in their mind. You are entertainment. that is not your friend. If they're not trying to put you on, like I said, somebody can't hand you like an opportunity, but if you want like basic information, like, oh, can you tell me how to sign up for this thing, or like, and they're constantly trying to avoid giving you any information that could help you level up, that's not your friend. One thing with me, if I discover a new discovery, I'm telling all my friends, because girl, you better jump onto this wagon, because if you want to make money, you better hop on. And I know that I'm that type of person, so other people could be that type of way. And if they're withholding information from you because they're intimidated, that's not your friend. Ooh, so I peeped something, right? I peeped. So a person who's not your friend, like not all fake friends do this, but one thing I seen that was pretty common is they try to isolate you. So just like a man with abuse, isolation is the best form of manipulation, because nobody could call them out on their bullshit to you and be like, what they're doing isn't right. So this person tends to make all your other friends seem like public enemy number one. They're the only one good enough for you. No man is good enough for you. No friend is good enough for you. Nobody around you is good enough. And only they are like the angel friend. This is because everybody else would call them out, like I said, on their bullshit. So that is another telltale sign, usually, that they're not your friends. If they're trying to pin you against everybody else in your existence, they're not happy for you when you succeed. If you tell somebody like, yo, I just did this, and they're like, good. Shorty, what's the issue? What is the issue, shorty? If you don't like me, just say that. Just say it. Like, why are we playing these games for? Another telltale sign that someone's not your friend is if they know a lot about you and you don't know much about them or what they have going on. They call in to hear what's going on with you, but you don't know nothing about them. Like I said, you are entertainment to them. Okay, now we're gonna talk about cutting these people off. To me, I feel like you don't have to announce that you're cutting somebody off. You could just draw back. If it's a one-sided friendship and you're the one that's maintaining it, then just stop calling. If they are super duper, like, some friends don't go down so easily, but I would just slowly just start separating yourself from them. If you feel like you constantly have to fight yourself, fight your inner spirit to be around this person, you should not be around them. Like, I don't know, if you leave hanging out with them, if you get off the phone with them and you feel drained, then stop putting yourself in situations where you literally have to have like your anxiety high or whatever and keep giving them the benefit of the doubt repetitively, and it's always the same thing. Just draw back and disappear. Like, every time that they call, every time that they do anything, just remind yourself of how they make you feel. And just like a man, sometimes people have to get tired, and I know there's probably men watching this too, or a girl. Just like a romantic relationship, some people have to get tired before they walk away, like where they realize you're not gonna change, okay? Like, you're not gonna change. At this point, I need to change if I want to be happy. That's the same thing with friendships. You have to change in order to be happy. You have to set boundaries. You have to not allow certain people to be around you, because your energy is precious and you don't need to be drained constantly just to say that you have a friend. And remember, God removes to improve, okay? You have to let go of people who are not for you to be able to open up space to get aligned with people who are for you. That's one thing that was like amazing about this year. I feel like I reconnected with certain friends and even met new people who were more aligned with who I am now, who pour into me the same way. Like, I could talk to them, I don't feel drained. I don't feel like I'm being, watched. You feel me? Like, everything started to get better. So you have to give up your old life to accept the new. This could come with a lot of guilt, but you really have to start loving yourself and choosing you. You can't make yourself feel uncomfortable for the comfortability of somebody that doesn't get, like, I'm gonna be straight up with you, girl, they don't care about you. Like, if you have to even research this video to figure out if a friend is real or not, that is your intuition telling you that something is not right. If you had conversations with a friend like, yo, every time you do this, it makes me feel some type of way, and they turn it on you, make you seem like you're crazy, but every encounter you have with them, you feel and hear that something's not right, you're not crazy. You're not overthinking, because why would you constantly feel this unevenness with yourself that you've been with since birth, being around this person? Get rid of them. Get rid of them. And like I said, you have to have an abundance mindset. There's not a scarcity of friends. There's not, okay? I know you probably known them for a long time, or this is the first person in a long time you might have given your trust to, but they're not the only people out there. And just like how you're a good person, you yourself is evidence that there's more people out there like you, okay? You're not an anomaly. I think that's the word, an anomaly. Dealing with the sadness, like I said, you have to constantly remind yourself why you're doing this, and replace, the time that you would have been talking to them with stuff that you're supposed to be doing. I can guarantee you have a long list of things that you need to be doing. Hop on that. Go study. Go watch that video. Go focus on yourself. Go journal. Go work. Go do something. There's a lot of things to do. Or go pour into the friendships that are pouring into you, instead of wasting all your energy on the one that's not working, okay? We don't have time for that. And like I said, you got this, and don't make anyone make you feel like you're crazy, okay? Ask God for your tribe. Ask God, please align me with people who are great, people who can pour into me just as much as I pour into them. Ask for your tribe and ask for your people, okay? But don't dim yourself down for friends, okay? And I know you're like, it's probably hard to make friends out here. There's a whole bunch of fake people. That is true. But just like how, would you let any man take you on a date? Would you let any man, wife you? So yeah, not everybody deserves to be a friend either. I hope this helps, and I love you guys. Stay tuned. So excited to keep connecting with y'all and keep going. Bye.